talking about a deep calling unto deep. And the thing about it is that deep calls, but only the deep hears. Only the deep can hear. So some people could be in the midst of a call from the deep and be like, I ain't hear nothing. Well, only the deep hears the deep. If you don't hear, then there is not enough depth inside of you. But there is a call. I am seeing and sensing and feeling that call from the deep. People, we have to stop and ask ourselves if we are doing it the right way. Because church is going on, Church is going on all across the earth. But the question is, are we doing it the right way? The Bible said David attempted to bring in the presence of God, but he did not do it the right way. It's possible that we could have a lot of activity going on in churches, a lot of religious stuff, a lot of so-called spiritual things, but we're not bringing in the presence of God. We could do things, and the church is full of things, religious jargon and all the religious trimmings and all of that. But are we doing it the right way? There is a right way. And it's not just because people have gathered and sung some songs, and give an offering and hear a message that we have done it the right way. God could be screaming out to people and saying, you're missing the mark. That's why he took all the time to write or to say to his people to write these things. If it was just like that, why take a whole book to tell us what the right way is? If anything goes and have a little church service goes and do some religious thing goes, why take 66 books to tell us what the right way is? This is the burden on me this morning, and has been for a while. The deep is calling. The deep calls and the deep hears. The deep responds. So it's not, frivolous stuff. It's not noise and crazy stuff that passes church. It's not that. It's just people who are carrying something inside of them. They want to birth on the earth. The purpose of God welling up inside of their hearts. The desire of God to see His kingdom come upon the earth and His will be done. That is what the deep is concerned about. The deep is not concerned about all this drama and gymnastics that we have in church today. The deep is not concerned about all that lights and pyrotechnics and all them stuff. The deep is not, that is not the thrill of the deep. The thrill of the deep is not who spoke in tongues. The thrill of the deep is more than that. The thrill of the deep is to be there where the water falls and the noise is there. The danger of life. People who are hazarding their lives for the gospel. People who are living dangerously on the edge because they are willing to give their all. People who love not their lives unto the death. This is what I'm feeling in my heart. It's more than just people gathering in a building to have a church service. That is not what satisfies the heart of God. Sometimes we believe Once you have attended a church service, you have done the will of God. That is not what God is after. God wants more than just your attendance to a church service. What God is looking for is when you leave here and you hit the road tomorrow, you carry the weight of holiness and righteousness inside of your spirit. What God is looking for is while you go through the week, there is a testimony inside of your heart of the goodness of God, the faithfulness and the holiness of God manifested in you. That's what God is looking for. Not all the stuff that we have passing as church today. People running all around and jumping up on top of platforms and carrying on kind of way. That, there's nothing wrong in the joy of the Lord, but after all that is done, what? After all the running and jumping, screaming and shouting is done, what? You have a life to live. You have a God to manifest, and dear God made it very simple. People, we have complicated it. God made it very, very simple. Adam, obey my voice. That is Adam's Bible. Obey my voice. That's his Bible. He couldn't even get that going. Messed up stuff, people. We got to get it right. And I have purpose in my heart to go after it.